Wait, that goes down. There we go. Uh, Hello all to another one of these fucking things. Hoping this will be a quick one since um, I don't think the stream is that long. I think it's like an hour 50 tops. But every once in a while, I'm gonna just do something like this. Just do like a putty update stream. Like if they stream and they say some outlandish stuff, I'm gonna try to download their stream and talk about it on mine because Putty now has a habit of privating and deleting their streams anytime they say something that could be deemed slanderous. Because Putty doesn't want us rewatching their streams. Don't think I don't think I haven't caught on to you, Putty. I have. You've been privating and deleting it. But thankfully, this last one they just did, I downloaded it. I have it. And we're gonna look at it. I think yeah, they did this one yesterday. It's called Some Days Are Angrier Than Others. And of course they played Billy Bust up again, so let me go ahead and change the screen. Oops. Okay, there we go. Come on, work with me here. It just it just switched. I have it pulled up right here. It just switched. It literally just did. I don't know why it's not switching on my end. This thing is gonna be the death of me. Okay, now it just went. There we go. Okay, there you go. So this is an hour 48. So it shouldn't be that long. Let's just look at it.
Hey. Not exactly doing that great. What's up, Puddie Rotsy? It's your person, Puddie. Kind of in a little bit of a grief period, so I just have the urge to look at a comfort game, you know? A little bit of a grief period.
It's quite a lot of dead air.
Yeah. Hang on, Walter. Let me. I'm just hanging in there. Barely. By a thread. I've been pretty open about my mental health issues, and
We don't care.
it's just difficult.
Difficult for you to be a good person?
And I've been hiding
From
these
being a good
issues
person?
behind a facade, and it's clearly not working for me, is it?
Nothing for you works.
Yeah. I'm just super tired of people twisting my words to fit their narrative.
So shut up.
It's depressing. And yeah. Hi.
Why is the volume so low? Turn this shit up. The audio is the main purpose of the game. Why you have it so low?
Yeah. Just hanging in there. Yeah. I'm also tired of people hearing things I've never actually said. Same here. Like, it's exhausting, you know? Trying to keep the record straight. At this point, I'm just going to pull a Black Griffin and keep my mouth shut.
Please. Thank you. You never should have opened it in the first place.
Because that seems to be my best option.
You should have done that day one. Instead of going after Destiny Doodles. Because you thought she was lying.
The audience is punished.
And
And I ended up deleting my TikTok for safety reasons.
And now it's also just come to my attention. I didn't know this part, but apparently the reason Puddie attacked Destiny Doodles is not because of the allegations, but because Destiny Doodles wouldn't validate Puddie on still listening to Black Griffin. Because even if the allegations were true, Puddie would want to separate the art from the artist. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but simply attacking a person just because they won't validate you is fucking retarded.
Because, well, I'm panromantic, asexual, and gender fluid. So, yeah, if I open my mouth about being queer, I would probably not live long. So I ended up deleting TikTok because of that.
Despite the fact that you say it 500,000 times in your fanfics, so you're pretty open with that shit. So shut up.
Reason. But someday,
A
if
million
they
years of
change their
Puddington.
terms and conditions to be not so invasive and fascist, I might return. But for the time being, I am on YouTube. But yeah, people have been twisting my words and my stories to fit their weak narrative of me. Like, I am against racism because, dude,
Yes, the person that got kicked out of their college or transferred in air quotes to another one because they were fucking racist is anti-racism. Yeah, right.
there is like calling someone that you don't like a slur is just wrong, you know?
Hmm.
And there's the whole privilege problem. Like,
The
I
fuck you
feel
mean by
like
that?
it would be better if everyone had an equal opportunity, you know? That's my view. But of course, somehow that'll be twisted to be something bad.
You put me in blackface, you butt-tooth meal.
Alright. Uh oh.
Bro, turn the music up.
I'm stuck! How did I get in this mess?
This is like playing Just Dance and having the music off. Like, why are you playing the game, bro? The music is the most important part of the game. Fucking turn the music up.
I broke it! Oh my god. I say exactly what I mean, but somehow people still choose to hear something different. Yeah, that is my big issue. Like I state exactly what I mean, and somehow people still twist it to be something bad.
Because what you mean is something bad, literally. Let me just switch screens right quick. Let's see if it's. Was that on my help? I think it's on Atari Comics. Right, because it should be in my notice. Here we go. Switch back to here. What else could this possibly mean? If Sonic Phobia wanted someone dead, they would not write about it. They would have done so by now. Since they didn't, all I see is a harmless fan of a ghost owl. Which is also funny because Puddie posted a picture of their arms for some reason today. It's not a self-harm thing. Right. But Puddie Let me see if I can. Here we go. They posted a picture of their arms to try and say they can't hurt anyone, even if they tried. Like, yes, you fucking could. I find it funny how those two tweets kind of correlate. No, I can't harm anyone. My arms are too weak. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You got butthurt because Destiny dared to say she didn't care if you listen to Black Rabbit's music or not. Insult to Michael Kovac, you have to sing this for video.
Like,
yeah, like turn the music up. Come on.
Like I've said that I've had this character since I had a specific OC since I was a teenager, and people are not exactly happy about that. In fact, I am 3/4 tempted to just call up.
Because we checked the metadata of your so-called drawing, it did not pull up 2015 like you tried to claim it did.
My best friend from my middle school years to basically prove.
Hey buddy, does best friend really even exist?
Prove it, because she's got like the very first copy of the rough drafts of the fanfic that I've made in high school and expanded upon in college. And yeah, Duck said you responded to the ask way too late. I may have responded late, but I do gotta say this. Duck and I both need to be a lot more careful about what comes out of our mouths in the future. That was sent in January.
Why'd you change it mid-sentence from duck to duck and I? Why'd you change it?
True. But then again, I have gotten a little bit busy, you know? Now it's Feb. Yeah, that one is definitely on me. So I opened an advice box to give advice on how to keep the Billy Bust Up fandom pretty fucking healthy. Because I feel like I've caused this mess, so I'm gonna try to clean it the best I can.
Clean it the best you can by leaving the community and leaving the internet. That's the only way you can fix any of this. If you just leave the internet and never show your fucking face again, that'll do everyone wonders. Nick, we can handle him just fine. We just bitch slap him. But you gotta go. Get off the internet.
Sometimes it takes a while to formulate a proper response. Yeah, it took a while for me to formulate a good response because I was not sure on how to answer that. Duck said to take accountability for... Dude, sometimes it takes a while to come up with a good response. And if they're also saying that everything I'm doing here is a PR stunt, that one is unfortunately not true. In fact, I kind of feel bad for Duck. Like,
Alright, okay. More
and I
than
kind
there.
of feel bad for myself too, but not for the reasons that you think. It's more like because I have memory issues.
Oh,
Like,
here we go. The classic commentary amnesia. Even though Putty's not even a commentator. Oh, memory issues. I have memory issues. Ah, shut the fuck up about memory issues. Ponder, Heaton, fucking. I think Avi used that excuse. Mr. A used that excuse. Uh, Jace, fuck him, used that excuse. Now Putty is using, oh, memory loss issues. Oh my god. What is with everyone and memory loss? It's just, amnesia is such a convenient plot point for these fuckers. Shut up.
I don't remember what I've written in 2022. So if I did write anything unsavory, that is A, my fault, but B, also. No, you.
I'm sorry, but
Yes, I do. I genuinely do have memory problems and depression. In fact, usually I start streaming in the morning. On my end,
100%. You can have memory issues, that's fine. But that doesn't mean, oh, I'm free of accountability. Everybody uses their memory issues as a way to try to escape accountability for their shitty actions. And that's just wrong.
and it's now almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I spent most of the morning in my room.
Who cares?
So do not pretend that you know me.
He does. I'm not going to let you in on who that person was.
And if you're saying that I don't have autism or depression or anxiety, then that is bullshit.
Nobody's saying you
I
don't.
do feel bad for him. In fact, I know Duck's real name, but I have not said it publicly to protect his privacy. Yeah, I do feel bad for Duck. Quit lying.
Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Duck is more sorry that he got caught.
Caught doing what? If anybody got caught, it's you. You made Duck look stupid. You made Duck look like an ass. You lied to Duck and didn't tell him the things you were doing. You didn't tell him you stalked Jesse. You didn't tell him you stalked Destiny. You didn't tell him you were treating Gray like absolute trash. You lied. You made yourself look like a perfect widow angel when you're not.
Hi. Because let's be honest here, everyone in this shit show is immature. I was immature, Duck was immature. Hell, even those people were.
I like how every time Puddie tries to mention us, they always go like, those people. Like, bro, we all have names, bro. Heck, you can call us the anti-Griffin filth, like you were calling us a month ago. Why did it change from anti-Griffin filth to those people? Those people. Putty, you made Duck look like an incompetent sack of shit, then freaked out and verbally abused him when she and I set the record straight. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Immature. Like, I did not want to speak to these people at all. And
Too bad. So
you
sad.
can't hold that against him. Dude, I know Duck spoke in a place of anger, but he has to be fucking careful. Got it? You can't hold that against. Oh, the same way that he can't hold what I've said. Dude, Duck caused this problem by trying to force me to talk to somebody that I didn't even want to in the first place.
Now you want to lie and claim that you were in the VC because you just thought the server was for Blue and you and Duck, when Duck has admitted that at no point, well, I won't say admitted because, yeah, that's the wrong wording, but Duck has stated that at no point has he ever said the server was just for you, Duck, and Blue. That's not the case. Again, so you can say you were in the VC waiting for Blue and Duck all you wanted, but why didn't you leave when the words Gray is here and Atari slash Eden Shitsuru joined? Why didn't you leave? Instead, you played a performative act and crashed out. I won't say it's not a genuine crash out, but I will, of course, say it's a performative act because you didn't just immediately leave. So it's a performative act. Why didn't you just leave?
And then getting mad about my own response. So yeah, I do feel bad for him because he cannot take a hint. That's why he said his name. You idiot. Duck is not being honest for you. Like, why would anyone feel bad for Duck after somebody caused this? Like,
Not not just 5 minutes ago. I feel bad for Duck. Now you're saying, why would anybody feel bad about Duck? Make up your mind. Should you feel bad for Duck or should you not feel bad for Duck? Make up your fucking mind.
like, all I gotta say is this is his bed. He gets to lay in it. And no, I was not lying. You better tell Duck to start acting like an adult. Because I am past done.
I will make you be an adult. You will take the accountability
With this bullshit. Because this whole thing is nonsense. I don't want to talk to these people ever again.
Oh man, I wish Puddie was a commentator in the peak SCC ACC era, because imagine Putty and Heaton just going back and forth at each other. Two horrible people just ripping each other apart. Now it would have been so fucking funny.
And dude, Duck has not been honest with you either. Like, the debate thing happened in the morning. No, I wasn't. Actually, yes, I was, but there, but I was waiting for Duck and Barry. I was not expecting those people. In fact,
Those people. They can't even say our names, bruh. They can't even say our names. How hard is it to say Gray and Sheeton? Gray and Sheeton. Those people. Come on. Those people.
I didn't even want to talk to them.
Too bad.
Sorry.
So sad. Your life's trash.
And I can say that was. Yeah, I was waiting for Duck and Barry. So the morning stream was true. The one in the afternoon, however, was false.
Right. Even though he said it was not
So,
just for you, Duck and
do
Barry,
with that
so.
what you may.
Right, okay.
Like, I did not want to talk to these people at all. That's why they're blocked everywhere.
Or so you think.
Yeah, so I agreed to the morning one, but not the afternoon one. Don't lie about feeling bad for Duck. It's kind of hard not to feel bad for him because even though.
Oh my god, make up your mind. I feel bad for Duck. Why would you feel bad for Duck? It's kind of hard not to feel bad about Duck. Like, make up your mind. Do you feel bad for Duck or do you not?
He kind of did it to himself. I can see what his intentions were, and. Alright, you need to stop lying about how I feel here, because. You need to stop lying about how I feel, because I genuinely do feel bad for Duck, but the way that Duck was acting was not appropriate at all. Yeah. And for God's sake, do not try to dictate how I feel just because you don't like me.
Says the person who can dictate their college classmates' fucking sexual orientation. But you don't want people to dictate your feelings. Hypocrisy at its finest, ladies and gents.
Because I am not tolerant of that. This bullshit's gone on long enough. And if Duck knew what I knew, 80% of his problems would have been gone.
Shut up and drop this information already. You've been saying for like the past 5 streams, oh, I have this information that'll clear up everything. I have this information. If they knew what I knew, I just need the green light to share it. Just share it already. You probably don't have even anything substantial at all. So just post it already. Post your little information. so you can shut up about it. You've been saying, I have this thing for the past 4 to 5 live streams already. Maybe even longer.
So it was foolish. Poke my head on the other side. It's clear this one's telling the truth. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Barnaby BBU FTW. Yeah, I've been dealing with that. I think Abyssal isn't gonna talk about this anymore. Same. But yeah, I've been like super depressed, and as far as Shitsuru goes, there is nothing particularly nice that I gotta say to him.
Say it anyway.
But
Say
there
it
is
anyway.
one thing that I can safely say.
Say it.
Wisdom is fast, but Shitsuru's faster. I'm sorry, but
you didn't even say the phrase right, you mook. It's wisdom is chasing you, but you are faster. That's how you correctly say it. It's not wisdom is fast, but you're faster. That's not the same. It's chasing you, but you're faster. You're not running a race with wisdom. Wisdom is trying to instill itself in you, but you are faster than it. That's the meaning of the saying. Basically, you're too fast for wisdom to get in you for you to be smarter. So you're just stuck being dumb. Ugh. You can't even do phrasing right. If you can't do a freaking idiom correctly, don't say it.
That's generally my whole thought about this mess.
And you can't say wisdom is faster than me when you are scared of Sonic the Hedgehog because his eyes are green. That's the whole reason you're called Sonic Phobia. Because you're scared of his green eyes. I just fucking facepalmed.
Like, uh-oh.
Come on, talk about me some more.
Anyways, I did hear that he doxed Red. Oh my god. Is Devil okay? Like, I'm going to say this right now. Doxing is terrifying.
One, fuck Red Devil. Fuck him. Fuck him where he breathes. You fat piece of shit. And two, I didn't even dox him. It's literally the same way that Puddie doxed themselves. They just carelessly put their name out there. Like, if you look at Red Devil's channel, Gogeta Blue 420, you can find his name. So I didn't even dox. He self-doxed. He doxed himself. Because he has a picture of his PlayStation 4 home screen. And you can choose to display your actual name on PS4. if you want to or not. Yeah, he chose to display his actual name, and he screenshotted his home screen of his profile with his name. So he doxed himself, and all I did was call him his name on Twitter. That's not doxing. If you use publicly available information on somebody, that's not doxing. If your name's publicly available, you can use it against. You can use it at somebody. Like I name dox myself almost every stream when I pull up my freaking tabs for to switch my accounts. Yeah, some people I don't like saw it and they tried raiding my server using my name. It doesn't fucking get to me, even though I don't like them. But my name is publicly available because I accidentally self-doxed myself. Oh well, it happens. So, exactly, the PSN account is public. So if you put your name on your PSN account, it's publicly available information. That's not doxing. So Red Devil's name, Chase Amos, is 100% publicly available. If it wasn't publicly available, I would not have just said it right there. I wouldn't have said it. But he made it publicly available. So I'll say Chase Amos all I want. Just like I'll say Allison Mae Black all I want. Because y'all made y'all names publicly available. Cope.
And I should know because it's not my first rodeo with doxers. Like,
nobody doxes you but yourself.
but I do have to say that choosing to parody someone who's defended legitimate creeps, it's definitely a choice. Not one that I agree with.
That's the joke. The literal purpose of Sheetan Shitsuru is to make fun of Heaton Mitsuru. Because Heaton is a manipulative, lying, conniving, duplicitous piece of garbage. A lot like you, Puddie, that openly lied about shit. Fucking self-harm baited. Openly defended Fagos. Heaton's just a piece of shit.
Or one that I find particularly funny because parodying a bad guy to be even worse, it's stupid. Like, really stupid. Because at that point, it's not parody.
It's
like,
no parody.
Dude spammed, like, my first and only interaction with shitting directly was them trying to, basically trigger an old phobia of mine that I've long since got over. Because, little bit of lore here. I used to be called Sonic Phobia. And, to be honest, the amount of alt accounts that I made because of these people don't really help my case. For me, it's more of a nobody's in the right kind of deal.
The thing the interaction they're referring to, I believe I did show on stream. I believe in either my first or second Putty streams, where I just kept spamming their inbox saying, why are you scared of Sonic? Again, I don't condone spamming. Don't fucking do that. Don't harass people. Leave the shit kicking of Putty in cohorts to me in Gray. Don't harass anybody. That's not cool. I am a professional troll. So, yeah, whatever.
Like, nobody was in the right. I mean,
My god, Sonic streams are so boring. Just nothing but dead air.
whew.
And I thought the dead air on my call with Violet was long, because that had a lot of dead air. But
Kind
Putty
of scared of
streams
clowns. The face
so
paint
much dead
creeps
air.
me out. I used to be scared of Sonic the Hedgehog, like, as a kid. Because,
Not going to be getting over that phobia when I ran at you in an inflatable Sonic costume, screaming blood for the blood god, and you come rubber chicken.
when I was a little one, I used to watch these old Disney movies, right? Like, yeah, you know the type. The ones where all the villains have green eyes. And I've automatically linked green eyes to being a villain, and that was not my smartest move. Like, at all. Because I spent years thinking that Sonic was evil. But that was because I never played a Sonic game. So
That's
the
pretty stupid.
aforementioned DMs is one of. Yeah. At this point, they're all just the pot calling the kettle black. But hey, if they're screaming my shish. How do I put this lightly? They don't know this, but it's free advertising.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, and
How
immediately
is that
afterwards,
free
when they
advertising?
started acting like a real dupeck, I blocked them everywhere. Of course, my reputation took a bit of a hit, but I will be crawling out of this.
No.
Eventually.
No, you're not crawling out of anything.
Because I have to wait for one very specific event to happen.
Just fucking drop it already. Stop talking about, oh, I'm waiting for this event to happen. I'm waiting for this key piece of evidence. The green light. Like, shut up. You've been saying that for like 5 streams. And no, you're not crawling out of this. Because I'm going to keep pulling you down into Earth's core. I'm not going to stop until you are off the internet. You parasocial little freak.
Like, painfully specific. Let's spin the wheel. And this has to be the most ironic comfort character that I've ever had. Because I'm actually scared of dying. Yeah, that's right. The depressed Barnaby fan is scared of dying. So I guess the reason why I haven't done anything is because I'm just too damn lazy to do something about it. Which is honestly a good for me, right? Like, they claim to have nothing against the fandom, but,
We do. It's
actions speak louder than words.
Okay, name one action we've done that's actively attacked the fandom. I don't think I can name one because I never went after the fandom. I've only went after you and your cohorts. That being Nick, Red, and Fat Ass Song Repeater. And I'm pretty sure half of them aren't in the fandom. Only you and Red Devil are in the fandom. Nick is just a narcissistic, fucking sociopathic piece of shit that I will slap the shit out of. I will fucking slap him. I will. I hope somebody clips this and sends it to him. I will fucking slap him. Like the bitch he is.
And their actions say something else to me. But that's just me. Sure, most of this would stop once you get the green light. Sure. Yeah, in fact, I'm kind of banking on getting that green light.
How about you just release it without the green light?
Like,
you don't need.
And that's also why I keep supporting Black Griffin. I mean, I don't blindly defend people for funsies. Yeah, I don't defend because they're my fave or any of that nonsense. Because whoever is spreading that propaganda is lying. Because, dude, people are gonna really hate my guts when I state this.
We already do.
Sex sells. Or in Black Griffin's case, the complete absence thereof.
All you gotta do is say his name and he pops up like Puddie, or just show a screenshot of him on screen and he pops up. This is how he ends up talking shit to and around me. Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. Like, I'm a wrestling fan, and I hate sharing a fandom with him, because I'm sure you saw in the chat, but I posted a fucking screenshot of a wrestling video I was watching, and I saw him in the comments. I can't do shit without this weirdo showing up.
In fact, I'm pretty sure 90% of Mr. Griffin's problems would have been solved if people weren't weird about him and Michelle in the damn past. I still don't think it's a coincidence that somebody started spreading lies about. Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that somebody started spreading lies about you within 24 hours of you mentioning about me mentioning that you knew something, not the axolotl. Like, something is not adding up, and something stinks, and it's driving me nuts. Like,
Wash your
big time.
clothes.
And there is actually
Oh
something
my God,
pretty.
please don't close the game and start opening and closing it again. Stop doing that. Just leave the game open. That irritated me the last video I watched, where you just kept opening, closing, closing the game.
Knew that
Come on.
that kind of happened with Snapchat McGee. Yeah.
Sonic phobia, sex sells, BS is contradictory. If sex wasn't profitable at all, the Mafia wouldn't have had a hand in it. Also, they can't say Black Griffin. Does any spicy voice work?
Yeah, they had an interview and lied. Like, I've only listened to them for a little bit, and yes, and I can tell you one thing that I know for certain. Snapchat McGee definitely lied. Like, 100%. Yeah, I've seen the interview, and yeah, Bonk not only Snapchat is not only bullshitting, but there is another thing to point out. I kind of went in already knowing that Snapchat was full of shit. But I still panicked anyway because I saw Fandom's new profile pic on YouTube, and let's just say if I wasn't worried about people then, I am now. Because to me, it sounded more like these people are trying to spread a lie and try to get people that they don't like killed. Like, that's the whole vibe that I got.
Anyone.
And it doesn't help that Snapchat McGee is. And I've actually watched it through another person, Beckett, I believe.
Voice actors who do spicy work do it under an alias, so it doesn't tie back to their regular work. For myriad of reasons, BG could do it if he wanted to under an alias, and Puddie wouldn't know it. unless their voice is like extremely recognizable. Because I remember hearing Dan Green's voice in that hentai once. The original voice of Yami Yugi, I believe, from the 4Kids era. Yeah, I heard his voice in one of those. So, unless your voice is really recognizable, I think you can get away with it, yeah.
And They actually got receipts of Snapchat McGee lying. I gotta add that to the new playlist. Nuts. Yes, I saw the garbage interview, and the fact that he actually name dropped people. It feels like a vendetta, you know? But 100% of Mr. Griffin's problems wouldn't have happened if A, he had a good PR manager back in his My Little Pony days, and B, if people weren't weird about his boarding situation. I should know all about boarding situations because, well, experience. And I'll leave it at that. And it involved college students from a different country. Not naming names. But, that is the backstory on how I know Polish. Like I definitely know one phrase that'll keep you out of trouble. Kahamsha. Yakshima.
It's almost like I'm an aspiring voice actor. I have to learn about the industry I want to be in because money is money.
Yep. In fact, I kind of find the whole thing ridiculous. Like, so yeah, that's why I've been acting a little weird. It's because of what I know.
A little weird.
It's not because he's my fave or any of that.
You've literally been acting the exact same. What are you talking about?
But I'm pretty sure that currently I'm not exactly the most liked Billy Busta content creator on the planet. But hey, shit happens, right? Yapko. Yeah, that's how you say apple in Polish.
Who asked?
I'm honestly worried that people are trying to rope me into all the drama as well, just because I know stuff. Yep. And that's why I'm worried about everyone telling everyone to block, because I didn't want them roped in.
You should have thought about
In
that.
fact, if anything, I was trying to keep them out of the drama.
You should have thought about that.
And it's not just because I dislike Abyssal Ray. Like, I looked at their channel and it's full of drama content. Like, it doesn't feel authentic. It feels artificial. Fake, even.
Okay, well, why don't we look at yours? Oh my god, Puddie is live again. Live again. All Puddie does is rant and play games very poorly, so they do cringe shorts where they just horribly lip sync to things. and long form versions of either shorts or freaking lives. So, yeah, I'd much rather be a drama content creator in air quotes because that's more entertaining and sustainable than random gameplay footage and cringe freaking voice acting. Say what you want, Putty. You're not a voice actor. You're cringe. Street set. Oh, Jester's here. Let's go. You might not know much about this person, Jester. So I suggest you watch Gray's content about Sonic Phobia because this is a long, long story. That is if you don't know about Putty. Blake's here too. How you doing,
But
Blake?
yeah, that's a small backstory on how I know Polish.
Dead
In
air.
fact, if anything, I'm trying to keep people out of drama, you know? But let's just say they're not exactly cooperative. Ow. My controller is vibrating. Peoples.
No. They said they were saying apple in Polish. So I don't think they were slurs. They said they were saying apple.
Ow. Yep. Playing peek on a shitbox. but yeah, I'm not exactly feeling my best, you know? Because of this whole nonsense. Like, I can't believe I gotta say this, but do not rope people who are following me into the bullshit.
How about you tell your friends to STFU? Because you got Nick over here who's blackmailing a person into silence by threatening to contact their abuser. He was also feminizing Gray, who's an AFAB. He's an overall fucking weirdo who needs his teeth knocked out. And you have Red Devil following suit with Nick. And then you have Song Repeater over here who thinks it's okay for children to want to sleep with adults. That's not okay. So how about you get your friends in check before you whine and complain about us roping them in because they said something stupid, trying to defend you. How about that?
And the fact that I've tried to keep people out of this petty drama and not exactly do a good job is kind of why Barry and I are not exactly on speaking terms. Because, yeah, I came off as manipulative, but the truth be told, truth
Yeah,
be
Dick also
told,
did that. Yep. Instead of answering my question, because I legitimately asked if Putty does that to him. Not even as a fucking sexual thing, because he's always riding Putty hard. He wants to try and flip the script, and then he called me crazy bitch. That's why my status on Discord is alleged he bitch, because he called me crazy bitch. I can't wait to fucking slap the taste out of his mouth. Because I will fucking slap him.
but he's the one spreading the most lies. You all dox yourself every day. If it wasn't him, someone you know would have posted your name. Dude,
Tell me what I'm telling
I've
lies.
been pretty damn careful when it comes to my name. Like,
Your name doesn't matter if your face is out there. Somebody who knows your name will see your face and go, oh, I know that person. And if they don't like you, then it's raps. That's how that works. Your name being private doesn't matter if someone that knows you IRL comes across your content because you face dox yourself and you've been doing it for the longest.
like if I give you my real name, that's because I trust you a lot. And, yeah. So, my actions are actually driven by my love for this fandom. Like,
Right.
I do not blindly trust and believe one side. Like, I gotta do my research first.
And your research consists of harassing Destiny Doodles?
Like, if that second document came out in. Hi. Sup, Ludo? You know, I've had this Sonic the Hedgehog AU where Sonic's 9 feet tall and has fangs and runs a school. And, let's just say it's a psychological horror. Like, that fanfic has kept me awake for years. And I was initially hesitant on publishing it because, well, it's dark and has Sonic with fangs.
Ooh, very scary. No, you're hesitant to publishing it because when I get my hands on it, I'm going to stream it. That's
Yeah.
why.
But Ludo's definitely seen the rough drafts of Sonic Phobia and can confirm that Jesse McMechanic did exist.
No, they did not.
And if worst comes to worst, I'll just bring up the email where I've actually shown me sending said fanfic to Ludo. Like, I am against shipping Billy with anyone, but I've decided to take on a more relaxed standpoint when it comes to shipping. Like, live and let
Puddie does not know what psychological horror is. Writing smut involving your sister is not psychological horror. At this point, I'm pretty sure Heaton would be way more versed at horror than Puddie. Even though Heaton's horror knowledge is dog shit.
Ship and left ship, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Jessie McMechanic is like this mean girl stereotype, like naturally blonde, has a tan.
Okay, let's say this. Even if Jesse McMechanic, horrible name by the way, didn't actually existed in 2015 like you claimed it did, why, when you started beefing with Doodle's chin, Draw Jesse, did you not change the name? If I come up with a name for one of my characters and it's in something I don't like, I end up changing the name. Are they? Not Billie Eilish. I don't want Billie Eilish. No, I don't want to look up Billie Eyelash. Thank you. Character ages. Yep, 15. So, minor. Barnaby is over 100. So if you ship Barnaby and Billy, you're fucking weird. And you probably need to be under the prison, being shoved through a wood chipper. Feet first.
And if I had to give Jessie a voice, the best one that I can think of is actually Snapchat McGee. Like, that's exactly how I pictured what Jessie McMechanic would sound like. Basically, really fucking spoiled. And
What I want to know is where did you come up with Mick Mechanic? That is such a horrible name. Out of the millions of words that start with M, you could have used anything else. Because you started with Madrano, because you took it from Vincy Pop's actual name. But then you changed it to Mick Mechanic, of all things. There are so many names that starts with M. How did you land on Mick Mechanic?
titled, to be honest. Yeah, you know the type.
Dead air.
Gonna go out to see a movie later, but I aim to wrap up production on Chapter 8. Yep, and I intend on getting Death and Autism back up on its feet. Because it's been dormant for a bit.
Because nobody wants to read
And
it.
yeah, I've written a one-shot yesterday.
That nobody's going to read.
So, getting that ball rolling is going to be a little tricky, a little tough.
So coincidentally, Jesse McMechanic looks like Doodle's Gin and sounds like the Snapchat accuser who alleged that she dated Black Griffin as a child while he was an adult. The joke writes itself. So that's literally literal. Fuck. I can't talk. That's literally proof that Puddie knows what they're doing. They are making this character to be what it's supposed to be, which is Draw Jesse. It's literally Doodle's Gin. Like, come on. Puddie can say, "Oh, it's not Doodle's Gin. I just had the name first." All they want. They can just say that all they want. The proof is in the pudding. The joke writes itself.
I don't think that I myself can come up with a good response to any of this nonsense. If anything, I think having one very specific event happen, I think that might clean up my act. Because these idiots have dragged me out of a very comfy retirement from vigilantism. Like, no! Let me go back to drinking alcohol and writing fun one-shots.
Vigilantism retirement. Puddie being a vigilante my ass.
I personally wouldn't mind people knowing what my voice sounds like, but I'm a little worried people would assume that I'm lying about my... Dude, I have the same problem! Which is why I always attempt to show at least one photo of myself with alcohol in my hand. Just so that people know that I am old enough to drink alcohol. Like, some people could say that I'm just a kid with a drinking permit.
Those don't exist.
And, these people have also called me an asshole. That one's not really true because I actually identify as a hemorrhoid. I irritate assholes.
I won't lie, that one's a bar.
And 90% of the time, it's not even on purpose.
People think I'm an
But
asshole.
that 10...
People think I'm an asshole, but I'm really a hemorrhoid. I irritate assholes. That's a bar. I won't lie. I'm stealing that.
percent. Somehow gets me into trouble. Don't know how, don't know why, but it happens. So, you know what? Frick it. Like, at this point, I am unintentionally irritating him. Like, you know? I sound like little Dick Cheney. Well, me, I kind of sound like... Honestly, I don't know.
Who are you irritating? Because I know I'm not irritated. I know Gray's not irritated. Jesse's creeped out because you stalked them. You made fake accounts using their names. You made a fucking character AI account using their name. You made a whole phishing email using their username. So Jesse's definitely weirded out by you, but not irritated. Nobody's irritated by you. You're just a delusional little freak.
The closest I can get is I kind of sound like an adult Vanellope with anger issues.
No, you sound like an AFAB Gilbert Gottfried. That's what you sound like. You sound like the freaking what was his character's name off Cyber Chase? Digit. Yeah. That was his name. Whatever this thing is, I think it's a parrot. That's what Puddie sounds like. Puddie sounds like Gilbert Gottfried. Like, let me pull up a video. Probably get like 5 seconds.
Scoot over! Make room for the new kid on the block! There you go, Ellen.
I just want to find a couple of seconds of Gottfried's character talking.
On Earth, that's for sure.
It's always been my dream to migrate like a real bud. And I'm happy to share it with my best buds.
Thanks, Didge.
You can't tell me Puddie doesn't sound like that. That's what Puddie sounds like. Fucking Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes, I know. Puddie! We didn't know you were a fan of Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, I was.
Parrot from the land.
Oh. Have a cracker, pretty Polly. Pretty Polly.
Your Majesty certainly has a way with dumb animals.
I can't take it anymore! If I gotta choke down on one...
I think that's also Gilbert Gottfried. Let me see. Yep, that's also Gilbert Gottfried. So it's the same guy. It's also Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace to Gilbert Gottfried, man. Robin Williams, too. Shit, did Frank Welker die? Okay, no, Frank Welker's still alive. But yeah, rest in peace to both of them. Not that.
In fact, that's kind of how you can date my fanfic. Because I was, like, into Wreck-It Ralph as a kid. Like, I related to Vanellope the most, and people know that.
Yes, Puddie relates to a small child. Not much left to be said there.
But now that I'm an adult, I kind of see where King Andy was coming from, because, to be honest, the hardest part about being a content creator on my end is doing what's right, even if people mistake your intentions as a publicity stunt.
What does that have to do with content creation? That has nothing to do with content creation.
Yeah, I've got a joke regarding the Barnaboos and why they're absent in the builds. And the reason why is because they're on vacation. That's the joke. Like, they're on they're on vacation.
No, I don't think they're King Candy. You know who? No, Putty. Putty is the fucking guy that wouldn't let Ralph party with them at in that one scene. That kept fucking hating on Ralph even after he saved the world and shit. Uh, that's who Putty is. That fucking hotel manager or whatever that guy was that just kept hating on Ralph and wouldn't let Ralph party with them. That's who Putty is.
What about 10,000 volts of electricity? Tragic comedy.
You're running a stream, Putty. Say something interesting.
So, ouch! But yeah, the hardest part's gotta be the alligators. To the Barnahamas. Yep. Or the Caprini Greens visiting their ailing step-parents. I mean, wait. Not Caprini Green. What's it called? What's it? Aha! Florida. Yeah. I don't fully understand what I've just said. So, if I said something out of line, I apologize. Because I didn't realize it. So... yeah.
So much dead air.
I'm cringing at myself.
I'm cringing at this stream. Say something. You're running a stream.
Yep. Right on beat. Don't shove me in. Rude. I get it. Yeah, that was on me. So, yeah. Just overall not doing well, like... because this whole thing is bullish.
even though it's your fault.
I thought I'd try the guillotine. You know, when I first joined this fandom, my first reaction to the guillotine thing was like, bro, it's pronounced guillotine.
Who cares?
I got this too shall prevail. I got blood drawn this morning. I went all by myself. Yep, I am with you on that one, Barnaby BBU FTW. Because, yeah, the truth will come out. It's just taking its sweet time because, well, you know what they say about Alive. Alive can travel across the world before the truth gets its shoes on. So I think we have another Saber Spark situation on the rise. Like, that's the best way that I can describe it.
It's not comparable.
Like, to me, it sounds like an angry and jealous vendetta, and these people are saying some pretty outrageous stuff. Like, I swear, if they say that I've been through that, through what Destiny alleged, I'm gonna say this now. No, I haven't. I only found out about Black Griffin through Has-Been. Yeah, that's pretty much how I found out about Black Griffin. Like, decided to watch the Has-Been Hotel pilot with my now ex-boyfriend, and
Whoever dated Puddie has to be the most desperate person in the world. Honestly. Sheer desperation.
loved his song Insane, and then promptly forgot he existed until like 2023. Awkward. Change with a hungry alligator. Rock you in a volcano in an active crater. Whee! Spider goat. Spider goat.
It's crazy that like 50% of the stream is just Puddie singing or saying some brain rotted comment. Like, fucking say something of substance. Damn. That's what I mean.
Got it.
There you go. That's what I mean by Puddie's streams are just boring. This low energy slop.
You saw that. Nuts. Sure. But yeah, was almost there. But yeah, the truth is taking its sweet time coming out, and that's because, reasons. Like, the reason why I support Black Griffin and Billy Westup in the first place is because of the truth.
Okay, so prove it so everyone can go home happy. Prove it.
And unfortunately,
Because whether he did it or whether he didn't, I'm going to go back to not caring. Because I don't care about the Black Griffin aspect of this stuff. That's why I'm not speaking on it. I don't speak on things I don't know or care to know about. I don't really care to know about this situation. This situation is already being handled. What needs to be handled is you, Puddie. So, yeah. Either bring your proof or get the fuck on with it.
I have to have my reputation dragged into the mud a little. Pretty positive that I'm allergic. I can't even take Advil without feeling like crap. Ugh. I'm starting to think that I'm allergic to bacon. Like, I love it, but it doesn't love me at all. So, I can agree with you on that. But overall, the whole situation is just foolish. And the way they spoke just sounds like jealousy, you know? Like, no. Can't even take Advil without feeling like crap. Yeah, I think you may be allergic.
At this point, Putty should rip out the band-aid and leak the truth. Yeah, because Putty's saying, oh, I'm sitting on this evidence. I'm just waiting for the green light. Just fucking post it then. Fuck the green light, just post it.
Like, does your throat close up? Hives? Itchy eyes?
Like, just post it.
Because if so, that does indeed sound like allergies to me. And I should have an idea on allergies because ServSafe certified. No, I do have to confess that I think Burnaby's manner is an OSHA violation. Like, it's a whole coliseum of fools. Can cause stomach issues. Yeah, I've heard that too. Like, I think it causes bowel issues as well. Yeah. I gotta brush up on my stuff. Like, I don't even remember what I wrote, like, 6 months ago. Which is a little bit problematic, because if I did write something problematic, I wouldn't be able to remember it. Nuts. But yeah, you can tell that I'm getting good at this. I mean...
This is why you should be prepared when you're about to do a stream. So dead air like this won't happen because you're running
Can I
out of
ask
stuff to
about
say.
the whole poison search?
Okay, here we go.
The trolls made a whole wallop about it, which is on allergies
They're gonna talk about
because
the poison.
Serve Safe certified. No, I do have to confess that I think Burnaby's manner is an OSHA violation. Like, it's a whole coliseum of fools. Can I ask about the whole poison search? The trolls made a whole wallop about it, but I don't think it's too serious. Oh yeah, I can definitely add context. The whole poison thing is because I have this original character, Gavin. Gavin the Ghost Loon, to be precise. And, he died around World War II. And died in a Cheesecake Factory explosion, and got his webbed feet on a cute little gem called the Gem of Nature, which causes Gavin to be able to grow whatever plant he feels like elderberries or yarrow or foxglove or even meadowsweet. Yeah, that one is 100% false because the Gavin the Ghost Loon account is a roleplay account. And the fact that Duck interacted with it and did not tell me that he was suicidal. I do remember saying, hey, don't drag this blog into petty drama. But no, I did not threaten to harm. No. I did not say that I wanted to harm Duck with poison. Because Gavin is a poison dealer, my friend. And the whole blog is quite clearly a roleplay blog. Like, I answer in character, and you meant cheesecake. No, I meant an actual factory that made cheesecake. Like, before the Cheesecake Factory. Like, there was one in Michigan that, or there was one in Chicago that Gavin was visiting in the 1940s. He went inside, it exploded. That's basically how Gavin died. And, I got something embarrassing to confess regarding Gavin. When I designed Gavin, I did not know that Black Griffin voiced Becky in Finding Dory. Like, didn't know that at all. Homemade cheesecake is better anyway. I'm gonna say something really controversial as a Barnaby fan. Yes! Homemade cheesecake is the best. And then watches Black Griffin comes in here and says, "What the flip are you doing?" But yeah, and Gavin is batshit insane. Like, he's crazy. Like, hella crazy. Like, he tried to sell nonsense. You know? And give the funniest advice. Like, always watch your left shoe. Or something like that. I used to get cheesecake for dessert from the diner up the avenue. Shame it's now a rehab center. I miss it. Yeah. There used to be this seafood place that my family would frequent, and it ended up closing down because the owner of said seafood restaurant died. So I can totally feel that Ludo. But yeah, Gavin's whole shtick is asking you what kind of poison you want. But, and that's a huge but, if you just flat out asked him and asked for the strongest stuff, that is actually, Gavin will take that to mean, hey, I'm not doing well mentally, so I don't actually want poison. So, he would ask multiple questions just to be sure. And, unfortunately, Duck kind of did not give me the memo that he wasn't doing well mentally, so that was oversight on my end. So the long and short of it, no. No, that was a roleplay account doing roleplay account stuff. Like, seriously. It's literally called Gavin the Ghost Loom. On Tumblr. So yeah, they're definitely cropping out a lot of context. Maybe a little bit too much context, if you may. Like, I can easily pull up, because Gavin is a roleplay account.
That doesn't change anything.
Like, you can clearly tell, because Gavin's pronouns are he, him, and has this blurb that it says here in my pinned comment. Want more info? ask, but bear in mind that I won't break character except for when a certain event happens. You'll know through tags. And my very first rule now is no drama, and doxing won't be tolerated. Any ask that reveals sensitive info will be deleted. No sex questions. Have fun! And if you want to make a video, you're clear. So on my end, it's more like Duck not reading the pinned comment, because I have this little rule in my head where it's always a smart idea to just read the pinned comment. Yep, and because of Duck, I had to add a new fucking rule. So, Gavin the Ghost Balloon is more of a roleplay account that Duck interacted with. So, the lore is Gavin is Barnaby's poison dealer. Like, people know this. Gotta go for a bit. Bye. See you, Luca. So, no. Duck is lying like an MF about that.
7 Shades is stupid. For real. Because how is it Duck's fault for interacting? Duck didn't give me a memo, he wasn't doing well. So it's on him for interacting. Oh, shut up. How about you
Like,
not make
I do
Alt
not
like
want-
a weirdo?
Want Duck to get hurt. Like, at this point, I am going to say that it's kind of playing the victim because let's just say he's mad at me. Can't exactly fault him, but yeah, it was not serious because Duck asked on my Gavin account, and Gavin the Ghost Balloon is my OC. That started off as a fucking joke, but kind of evolved from there. So yeah. Yeah, it's not nearly as serious as they're making it out. Because I personally don't condone murder, poison, or any of that nonsense. So whoever is saying that I do clearly doesn't understand that it's fictional, you know? The same way that Barnaby killing people's is fictional. Like,
the same way Buttons and Carmen Rider fawn over fictional little girls, but you want to out here defend them? Shut the fuck up.
where else do you think these Barnaboos came from? They didn't come from an egg. That much I know of. So, yeah, whoever is saying that Barnaby is just this goofy, misunderstood burb, bro, you want to look me dead in the eye while I'm playing this and try to say that?
I have yet to see anybody say anything like that about Barnaby. He's just a bird. That's it.
Man, because, look, he's quite literally carrying a knife. You can hear the knife slicing through shit. Like,
Who was out here arguing with Puddie about this?
yes, but my careless was embarrassing. Boing, dun, dun. Yes. I always assumed that they were just random people who died and became friends with them in the afterlife. Well, I suspect that some of them Barnaby offed herself.
Duh.
Like the dancing so hard they broke their spleen guy person. And I call that specific Barnaby Timothy. In Guillotine McGee? Yeah. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that Barnaby's harmless when his song's quite literally about how to kill someone. Like, you can't sit here and tell me this and expect me to take you seriously. Because,
For real. It's fictional, bro. So let me draw you a black caricature and have myself insert make out with yours.
the way these people act, I've seen their comfort characters, and all I can say is, pot calling the kettle black.
Whose comfort characters have you seen? I want to know. Because you never see my comfort characters. So, yeah, you haven't.
Because, dude, with your logic, one of those trolls would actually be endorsing cannibalism.
Cannibalism?
Yeah, no. And, one of those people have actually drawn a very fucked up photo
Here we go, here we go.
of Barnaby. Like, I've heard about it, but never seen it.
Yes, you have seen it. Because you run
And I'm
the
just
Jojo
deciding
Jesse
to
email.
flat out ignore him.
The Barnaby photo.
But if it was true, then once again, the pot is calling the kettle black.
Not how that works.
With nothing about it. Yeah, and I'm starting to think that those people are not so much as trolls as they are just illiterate. Like, dude, ghosts with grim invites. That's literally how the grinning ghosts with grim invites. It's literally what the Steam
cover characters like Fox, Twinkle, Stockholm Syndrome, and abandonment issues. And psychotic German man who likes torturing people with power tools. Like, this is mine. Now you've seen our comfort characters. This vampire baddie is mine. This is my comfort character. I prefer her original design from 2002 more than her 2023 design with Megan Fox's face scan. I prefer this one a bit more. But yeah, a fucking vampire. Not sure how this is cannibalism, Puddie.
Thing describes Barnaby as a grinning ghost with a very grim invite. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that there's nothing grim about this burb.
Why are you ranting about this? No one cares.
If you got an AU, then yeah, alright. I'm chill about AUs. But if you're trying to sit here and say that Canon Barnaby is this misunderstood, goofy boy who would never harm a fucking fly, I gotta ask, are we even playing the same game and consuming the same media at this point? Like,
My thing is,
literally,
who asked about this?
that's a fucking grave. And that's a coffin. I think we're in a mausoleum. Context clues. These people can clearly miss him. Eh. Oh yeah, Barnaby is so fucking harmless that he sends lightning towards you. Yeah, that's totally harmless. And having your head chopped off. Yeah, that is 100... That's 1,000,000% harmless.
If I had a nickel for every time Puddie
Yeah,
used that air,
harmless.
I'd be rich. Just lots of dead air.
I'm sure your death will be second to... Sure your death will be second to none. Literally, the last freaking line is, sure your death will be second to none.
I wouldn't know that.
You
'cause you have
cannot
the music down.
get more explicit than that.
How can we know that?
And I
when you
saw
have the
death as
music
some
down?
sort of mercy and relief from... For me, I think he knows that what he's doing is bad, but he does it anyway because you gotta fit in, you know? And, let's just say the whole, the whole function is like full of dead peoples. And you, the player, are not, well, you know, dead. So I think, for me, I take the whole death thing as him saying, come here, I can help you fit in and be the cool guy on the block. That's how I'm translating it as. Because I personally see this whole, oh, he's misunderstood, or treating Barnaby like this small, helpless being is kind of redundant. Like, yes, he's adorable, but let's not forget, he's bigger than you. And can fuck up your back if he wanted to. So, yeah. He's been dead for so long that he'd forgotten what it means to live and has lost empathy. I mean, true. I mean, everyone's interpretation is a little different, but if that was a fact, then that makes the whole let me kill you to fit in thing feel a lot more close to home, because I've never really been able to, fit in. Even among Billy Bustup fans, I mean, I stick out like a sore middle finger. Yeah, I stick out a lot. Yeah, I'm built a little different. But everything is so badly blown out of proportion that I'd be really fucking surprised at this point. Yep, so kind of lost empathy for the living, and also probably wants you to fit in, for fun. Like, let's be honest. You're a living person surrounded by ghosts. You're gonna stick out like a sore middle finger. But one thing that I do find to be interesting is the fact that this crazy bird canonically knows Snatcher from Hat in Time. Ah. Yeah. Pretty sure you weren't supposed to hear that, but yeah. Wonder if he would accept someone who is alive but immortal as technically dead. Probably. I mean, This is indeed Barnaby we're talking about. Like, if you're immortal, great, cool. But I think I've heard Ash say that Barnaby has an ick for heartbeats. And that is living and dead icks are pretty different from each other. If I ever figure out how to get wallpaper that looks like Barnaby's, I am so gonna redo my whole room to be themed similar to this one right here. Like, it's gonna take a shit ton of paint, some polyurethane. And it will be a pain in the ass to recreate. I mean, I was not yanking people's chains when I say that they know each other. I mean, wait. They're doing the bunny ears! Oh my god. What a goofball. Wait, are they flying in this? Are they flying in this? I'm not... Okay, that's gotta be the... I mean, look, when you adjust the camera a certain way... So from a distance, this just looks like you're accepting a dog cookie. But if you break it apart like...
Sadly, no. This shit is so boring. I almost am.
So, you can actually see that it's all layered. See that? I mean... I love the attention to detail and the forced perspective that makes it look like Barnaby's bow tie is just peeking out from behind Kira's wing. Yeah, I love the forced perspective in this. Like, I love this game to pieces, and
Is you kidding me?
and yeah,
Seriously.
I just love the fact that there's forced perspective here. I've got no idea if the devs are gonna patch that out. I mean, if we go back here, there's literally nothing. So, This is just a huge decorative, fireplace. Yeah. So, if Barnaby was such a little guy, then how come when I stand next to his chair, I barely come up to like to even a small fraction of it? I mean, everyone treats Barnaby like he's little. Like, that's gotta be a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Yeah. Like, look at these books, look at Billy, and then look at me dead in the eye and try to tell me that this owl is small, is tiny, itty bitty. Because I can and will look you dead in the eye and cough the world.
Yeah. This isn't even an actual beta, it's just a playtest. Who cares?
And, bullshit.
2 minutes left.
Excuse me.
Let's just go ahead and ramp this up.
Yeah, I will cough the word bullshit into my shoulder. Like, if we're going by pixel measurements, I have a feeling that we're gonna be like 14 times Billy's size in this cutscene. Like, 14 to 18. I mean, once again, forced perspective. Like, Billy is 4 feet tall and standing on a mantle. Minus the stretchy neck, I would estimate that Barnaby's about, due to his size, I would say he's roughly the size of my own home. And that's fucking scary to think about. That keeps me up at night. That and the nightmares about getting murdered. Ugh. Sorry. I haven't slept well in a year, so you're gonna have to pardon me if I sound like, well, a grumpy old thing, you know? So flippin' exhausted. Like, I'm getting bags under my eyes because of this. Like, I want sleep, damn it. And, yeah, this is me kind of protesting what's currently going on. Like, this game is LGBTQIA plus friendly, so if you guys, like, in my opinion, this is the last game you should be going after if you are LGBTQIA plus. Same with Houston Hotel and Hell Boss. Just don't go after them. Like, I know all about the poem about keeping your mouth shut.
So why didn't you do it from the start?
Blap! I mean, I find it a little unusual that Barnaby does not blap. Like, literally. One of the big things that I've noticed with the demo, when compared to storyboards, is in the intro cutscene, I think he was supposed to blep.
Who cares? For those of you who don't know what blepping is, of course, it's when like a cat or a cute animal unintentionally sticks their tongue out, right? Who cares if Barnaby's supposed to do it or not? Why is this a point of contention?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Like, just wants to talk about anything.
Where's our blep? Lady Jane, where's our blep? We like the blep. Justice for the blep. Just kidding. But it would be adorable if they did that. Like, run! Whew. I'm surrounded by a non-binary and gender fluid being. No. Yes. Ow. I'm half tempted to make this, well, my wallpaper. Because I've had this as my wallpaper in the past. Ouch! 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 Fuck it.
I can't be bothered to sit through the last of these 4 minutes. Since Puddie is the playtest version, that means they're a possible playtester for the game. Oh shit. Okay, so the last 4 minutes are completely unimportant. And I don't care. I'm personally tired. And yeah, Puddie doesn't say anything that outrageous. Puddie doesn't say anything really outrageous in those last 4 minutes, so it just is what it is. Why isn't it moving? Heck. There we go. It probably isn't detecting. It probably isn't detecting my thing being over. It should move. You know what? There we go. You know what? I'll figure out why it's not moving later. But yeah, there's likely nothing else, so that's another Puddie bullshit stream down. So guess we can just end it off here. So I'll see you next time Puddie decides to say something absolutely dumb and I have to cover it. See ya.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it out, put it in my pocket and save it like rocket fuel. To everybody's gawk and his cool, then I spark it up with my brother. His mama named him Moan, what I call a Moan lover, and he's more than a cover, he's a quilt. We're putting shit together like the house that John built on a hill, cause this shit gonna feel like velvet turtle. My style fits tighter than a girdle. If you hate it, then you can just leave it, like Beaver. But in a day or two, I'll make you a true believer in me. Cause like the alphabet, you'll see there isn't kits or rhyme, not your everyday soliloquy. Let's check for our D, our rhyme is truly cooking. Piece of Matty Rich, cause he's straight out of Brooklyn, New York. I don't eat pork or swine when I dine. I drink a cup of Kool-Aid, not a big glass of wine or rocket. And if you have time, I drop rhyme again.